What's up, everybody? It's Saad. I make $80,000 a month building and selling sales systems for a variety of companies from 7, 8, all the way to 9 figures. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through an entire system built like I always do. But first of all, I want to thank you so much for the support over the last few videos. This channel is growing like crazy. And like I promised, this channel is going to be the best sales systems agency on the internet. There's 0% gatekeeping, 100% value. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through a system build that I've sold for multiple companies from $10,000 to $15,000. I'm gonna walk you through my thought process like always. I'm also gonna give you every platform that you're gonna need. You're gonna see me watch it live so you can replicate the same and basically just go ahead and make some money. I'm also gonna include the full blueprint in the description like always, so you can just go ahead and tweak it, download it, do whatever you want. You have my blessing. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so we have our whimsical like always, guys, and let's just go ahead and map this one. So what are we doing here? So we want to look for companies, basically SaaS companies. So it's going to be obviously B2B tech. We're looking for companies and we want to reach out to them, offering our sales systems just like we do as a sales system agency owners. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to click on this plus button, and then what are we going to do? So what are we going to do? So I want to scrape IT companies that are going to be SaaS IT companies. And then what I want to do is I will use LinkedIn Sales Nav. So in this video, guys, we're going to use a LinkedIn Sales Navigator instead of Apify, just to kind of like give you guys another platform to work with and kind of like explain to you basically the different methods that we use to scrape leads. I have 3 lead generation methods that I teach in my community, basically companies that are hiring, LinkedIn Sales Nav, and a few other ones that are specifically for people in the community. So let's just go ahead and continue this. So scrape SaaS IT companies, LinkedIn Sales Nav, and we want to enrich, find email plus decision maker. And then what do you want? We want to basically personalize, clean company name, and then we want to add to instantly. All right, so now that we have the flow right here, let's just walk you through the platforms that we're going to be needing. So the platform that we're going to be needing, the first one is going to be an email finder. So this is platform that we're going to be using to find the verified email. I always use it in this channel, as you guys can see, and you only pay per verified email. So basically it's like 97% accuracy, and you only pay if you find the email. So if I put my name here and I put my company, right? And I click on find email, I'm gonna find my email. And how this works is they essentially ping this URL, which is my website URL, and they try my first name and last name. So they try Saad at Maya process. If there's a response, okay, that's good. If there's no response, they try Saad B, Saad C, my last name, until they find the email. So this is essentially how it works, guys. They also have a great API, which I'm gonna explain to you how to do it. I'm gonna explain to you like a step by step. So this is the first platform. It's going to be an email finder. The second one is we're gonna be using LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So LinkedIn Sales Navigator is basically a way to source leads. And the way you do it is you go to LinkedIn Sales Nav and you click on start new. They give you like basically a free trial that basically you can have like 30 days for free. So feel free to get this. It's pretty free for like 30 days. And then the next platform I'm going to be needing is Phantom Buster, guys. Now, I have never talked about Phantom Buster ever in this channel, but Phantom Buster is a great way to source leads, guy. I love Phantom Buster. It's kind of like Apify, but it has like multiple solutions too. But like there is no like free scraper that you could use. So just keep that in mind. There's LinkedIn leads, and there's LinkedIn Sales Navigator, Instagram, Twitter. So you can essentially scrape leads from LinkedIn posts, connect and send follow-ups. You can enrich your contact list. If I go to LinkedIn, so you can basically connect with profiles from LinkedIn search. If I go back to LinkedIn Sales Navigator, so you can basically, Sales Navigator, Alert Extractor, Account Scraper. There's tons of like flows right here. There's another one which is going to be Instagram. So Instagram auto follow, Instagram multiple hashtag collector. You can essentially scrape Instagram off. You can essentially scrape Instagram, scrape HubSpot, Twitter, Google. You name it. So if I go to LinkedIn, there are LinkedIn Search Export, LinkedIn Profile Scraper, Profile URL Finder. There's so many, guys. So feel free to just use whatever you want. But in this video, we're going to use LinkedIn Search Export. Again, we're going to use make.com to build the system. Make.com is the glue. I'm going to show you exactly step by step how to use this. And then obviously we're going to be needing Instantly, which is our cold email software. We're going to send our emails and how we're going to build the cold outbound campaign. So without further ado, just go ahead and get started. So the way we're going to do this is we need to perform a research on Sales Navigator. So we're going to go to Sales Navigator, and what we're going to do is we're going to look for decision makers. So let's go ahead and look for something like IT, for example. And then I want to look for SaaS. So this is how we're going to start. So we have 3 million results. Awesome. So the way we're going to do this is I want to look for job title. I only want to reach out to decision makers. And typically decision makers, guys, let me fix my camera. So decision makers, guys, are going to be founders, owners. These are all the people they want to talk to because they have the ability to pull the trigger and actually make decisions in terms of payments. So just keep that in mind. So let's go back. And then let's keep going. So I want to look for founder. And I want to look for CEO. And then I want to look for owner. And then I want to also look for partner. And then, partner. And then I'm going to remove this. And then in terms of geography, I'm going to put United States. Just because you want to always put United States because they're the ones who have the most money. And there's, and in United States, like most SaaS companies are in the United States. So basically just what you have to do, and then click on posted on LinkedIn. So posted on LinkedIn just means they are being basically those people actually posted on LinkedIn in the last few weeks, just to make sure they are engaged in LinkedIn. For company headcount, I want to look for 1 to 10. That's all I need. So SaaS. And I'm going to explain to you why. Just because I want to look for SaaS companies that are just getting started so I can sell them my sales system, basically. And then I'm going to show you a pretty cool way to essentially pitch them on your offer. And this is essentially what I teach in my community, basically pricing strategies. We have like tens of thousands of pre-drafted templates that you could just use, like plug and play. And then so we're gonna use one of them basically at the end of this video. So this is what we have. We have SaaS. We have 14K results. Now you do not want to scrape 14K results just because your account will be banned. Don't do this. We're gonna limit this to 2.5. So what are we gonna do now? So instead of looking for United States, I'm just gonna look for California, and then let's see. California, United States. Now I have 3K. So let's just remove partner. 3K. I'm going to remove owner. Let's see. Let's remove CEO. I'm just going to leave founder. So 2.5K. So this is what you want, guys. You want 2.5K. So what are you going to do now is we're just going to go to our basically I'm going to go to Phantom Buster, and you're going to look for solutions. Look LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and it's going to be Sales Navigator Search Export. So you're going to click on use this Phantom. Oh yeah, I need to delete one of these. So make sure you delete one. I'm going to delete one. Click OK. And then I'm just going to go back to Solution again, Sales Navigator. And then I'm going to click on Use Phantom. And now you're going to use your Phantom. Now, what you have to do is you just have to go back to LinkedIn Sales Nav, and you're just going to copy this URL. So this is the search export URL. And then go back to, let me remove this right here, and click on Save. So now your Sales Navigator is going to take the session cookie. So this is session cookie basically, guys, is just that, well, other than cookies are amazing and tasty, especially chocolate chips. But let me explain to you why. So a session cookie is basically a card, and Phantom Buster is what they do is like there's like a crawler. A crawler is basically someone, or let's say a robot, a little robot that goes in and takes that session cookie, which is basically a card, and goes in and scans that card to get the data. It's kind of like uses your account basically to log in as you. So yeah, that's basically what a session cookie is. So let's just go back to scene 1, and then let's continue. So what I'm going to do now is connect to LinkedIn. So it's already connected, right? So you're going to have to basically download like an extension here in LinkedIn, in Phantom Buster. Click Save. And then for the results to search, I don't want to do to 2500, so I'm just gonna put 100. So for the results, I'm just gonna put 100 instead of 2500 because for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna click Save. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on Save right here. Awesome. So we're going to wait a little bit. Awesome. So we're going to click on Launch. And then our actor is going to be running. So the actor is going to be running. And then once we do that, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. Alrighty, masters. Now what we've done is we've essentially scraped 100 leads. Now we have a basically gold mine, guys. So first name, last name, company name, title, like summary. You know how... So you guys know me, I'm neurotically obsessed with sales systems, so you guys will know that I'm gonna personalize the hell out of this. So it's going to sound extremely scary and weird and creepy, but this is what we do here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna download the results, and I'm gonna download them as CSV, and then it's going to be results campaign. Let's go. We downloaded this. Now what we're going to do is go to sheets.new, and we're going to import this. So let's go back right here. Click on import. And then go back to upload. And it's going to be results campaign. And then you're going to see the end result right here, which is pretty good. So let's go back to append, and then we're gonna import the data. And now what we have to do is we're gonna just fix this formatting for you guys. Let's go back right here, and then I'm gonna click on resize rows, specify OK, and then we have all this gold basically. So profile URL, the person's profile URL, their LinkedIn profile URL, full name, first name, last name, company name, title, company ID, company URL, regular company name, URL, summary, title, description, industry, company location, duration and role. Like all of these are essentially gold, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete what I don't want from here. So kind of like this right here. I don't want these. I don't want this too. I'm just going to delete it. So past experience, let's see, duration, past experience, it's empty, so I don't need it. Now delete it. So name, I don't want the name to. And then what else? Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna name this campaign YouTube. So I'm just gonna call it. Basically, I'm just gonna call it PB, which is Phantom Buster. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my make scenario. I'm gonna click on this plus button right here. I'm gonna look for Google Sheets, and it's going to be search rows. Now, what search rows does, guys, is just looks for the rows right here. This is a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna retrieve the rows, right? So I'm gonna map my connection. And the way you do it is you click on Add, sign in with Google, and you just map in your connection right here, which is going to be this one. Let me do it again for you guys. So click on Continue, click Allow, basically, and then that's it. Verifying connection, and your connection has been verified. Now, there's two ways to map the data. It's either you map it from copying this ID right here, right? Boom, go back, and you click on Map, and you paste that in here. Or you can just toggle this and go back right here and look for campaign PB. Same thing, right? So sheet 1 is either going to be sheet 1, right? So sheet 1 is going to be here, sheet 1. I can copy it basically and hard code it just like this, or I can just basically just map it. So table does contain header. For limit, I'm just gonna put 1. Click OK and refresh again, just because Make does this weird thing where you have to refresh again. So click 1, and then I'm gonna retrieve the data. So NGW, we in script ink. So we're gonna clean this up later on. As you guys can see, this ink is annoying. We're gonna remove that. So let's just go ahead and continue. So now I have the data. So I'm just gonna name this search rows, search leads. Okay, so I'm gonna save this. What I'm gonna do now is I want to basically enrich and find the email, because as you guys can see, I don't have the email right here, right? I need to find the email. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm gonna look for an email finder. So this is where we find an email finder. So search for a person's email, find email. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how to connect this. So once you sign up to an email finder, right? Let's say you signed up, you go to app, and then you look for API. So once you click on it, click on enable API. Now you do not want to show your API key. I'm just doing it for the purpose of this video, and then I'm gonna rotate it later on, just so you guys don't get me bankrupt, right? And then what you have to do, click on add, paste in your API key, and I'm just name it YouTube PB. Click save, and then you're gonna have to search by domain. So let's look for domain here. Domain. Let's see. Do we have the domain or we don't? Okay, so looks like we don't have the domain name. So this is a bit annoying. But there are two ways. So there are literally two ways. So either we can perform our infamous, my infamous, find the domain name, or we can just use the company name. Keep in mind, if you use the company name, the chances of you finding the email is a bit lower. Let's try. Just go ahead and see, right? So let's search by company name, and then let's just try company name, and then full name is going to be full name. And then let's see if we actually find the email. So I'm gonna put for the limits 5, and then let's click on run once, and then let's see. So the first one, results. So we didn't find it. The second one, we found it, so valid. And then this third one, let's see if we found it. So the fifth one, results, we found them. So actually, as you guys can see, like, any email finder is really good. Wow. Damn. So we found them. So we the only ones that we found are these ones. So we don't need to actually look for the basically the domain name. So we found this. Now what do we want? We want to basically, I see some errors right here. So like this guy, like this guy's name, he puts like this emoji. So this guy's probably, his name is probably like Bill Lennon with this thinking emoji. So what are we gonna do? Is we're gonna add a module, which is going to be create. Well, actually, before we do that, I wanna scrape their web page. So I'm gonna look for HTTP, make a request, and then I'm gonna basically let's see. So we don't have the URL, so it looks like we need to perform the URL. So what are we gonna do, guys, is basically look for the URL, or actually we can do something else. So since we found the email, so if we found the email right here, email right here, I can do something really slick. So I can put for condition success equals true. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the email exists, and then I'm gonna show you guys a very smart way that we're gonna do. So let me look for something. So I'm just gonna remove this. I'm gonna put x.com just for so I can put something right here. So it runs. So we need to add HTTP, and I'm gonna show you guys what my thought process, because we just found a solution in real time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on. I'm just gonna put 2 here. Click OK. Click run once. It's only if it's success. So we found it. Awesome. So now that we found this, now what I'm gonna do, since I found the email address, now I'm just gonna like perform a split, basically a split formula in make.com, so I can retrieve the original domain name. So in a sense, I'm gonna explain this to you. So essentially, it's basically, instead of performing a Google search with the company name like we usually do in this channel, I'm just gonna take the domain name that is already match pattern with the original company name. So I'm just gonna take it and basically scrape that web page, right? And the way we're gonna do it is we're just gonna use a split formula. Now, a split formula, I teach this in my community. I basically have an entire course on explaining all the 80/20 make.com functions that you need as a sales agency owner. Really, we're gonna need like 10 functions. All of this other BS in make is just you're never gonna use it. So let's go ahead. So the URL, so it's this one right here. So split based on an at, and then we're gonna add HTTP. Actually no, and then get. It's going to be the second one, and then let's go ahead and see if it's gonna work. Click OK. So we have a status code 200, so that worked. So now we made a query to that address. So awesome. So scrape web page. And then what do we have here? So which one that we found? Let's see. Did we actually find the email? Yeah, we found it. So this is the one. Go back right here. So this is the website. Okay. And then what are we going to do? Is we found the URL. Now what are we going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to turn this into HTML to text. So basically what we're doing guys, is we're just taking this page that is HTML, and we're cleaning everything up and we're turning it into text. This is what this module does. So click on data, click OK, and then what are we going to do is we're going to auto align this, save Keep in mind, make yells at you when there's a text parser or like a set multiple module. So just ignore it. So now what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna hard code this instead of just running the entire scenario once again. So I'm just gonna copy this, and then what I'm gonna do is gonna just like this, and then I'm gonna run this module only, put this right here, and then now we have all this as text. Awesome. So what are we going to do now? So what are we going to do is we will take this data right here. Let me name this HTML to text. And then what I'm going to do is I will clean the company name and also clean the first name and last name. And then once I do that, I'm going to perform personalization and then add it to instantly. So let's go and add a create OpenAI, create completion. And then I'm going to show you guys how to actually connect your OpenAI to make.com. So once you have your OpenAI here, go back to API reference. And then click on settings. Go back to API keys, and then this is your API key here, right here. Click create new one, name it, and click create. And the way you do it, once you have it, you're gonna have a secret key, and then go back into make and click on add. And you don't have to add anything in the organization ID, just put your API key and click save. All right, so which one are we gonna use? So we're just using GPT-4o, like the most straightforward one. And then what are we going to do is we will go back to messages, user, and then I'm going to say something like clean the first name. Let's see. Clean the, let's see. Which one? Full name. So, Lennon. Is there any? Yeah, I'm gonna take this right here. Yes, I'm gonna clean the full name, right? And then I'm gonna fix this first name and last name later. So clean the full name clean the full name, remove any emojis. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the full name right here instead, which is better. Move any emojis, and let's just do some training. Click user, Bill Lennon, and then the assistant, which is going to be me, and then that's it. And then for the last message, we're gonna put user, and then we're gonna feed the original data, which is going to be full name. Click OK. Clean name. Another thing is I want to clean the company name. And the way you do it, we're just going to copy our scenario that we have here. Actually, instead. So instead of just doing it all over again, that's the beauty of being like a system engineer, guys, is you have like templates of everything. So the real work you have to do is just do a few tweaks and you can deliver a project in like 2 days. So let's just go back to company name formatter. And then I'm just going to copy this one. Copy, paste. And then this is the prompt that we're going to be using. So it's company name. So basically we're just cleaning the company name from Inc. Ltd. And this is an optimized prompt. Normalize company names by focusing on its most distinctive and memorable moments. So let's just go back to company name. And then what I'm going to do is click on company name. And then company's domain. Now that we have the domain, so we're just gonna put the domain, which is I believe the email right here. And then bio is going to be just right here, summary. Awesome. Click OK. And then I believe we need to feed in the data, right? I think so. Let me see. Oh yeah, we need to add the data right here, which is going to be the company name. Click OK. Awesome. Now that we have this, let me auto align this. So clean name. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use Claude for the personalization. So create a prompt. Now guys, I have multiple prompts. So what we're going to do is we're going to use one from my community. So as you guys can see, this is our community. Everyone is making, like, basically making a lot of money right here. And I just posted a video on the 12-day agency where I explained to them like exactly how to perform scary AI personalization. Like, this is the most anticipated video of the course. So shout out Philip. He's looking forward to it. There's Alex right here, who's like just got like a 2K retainer in like 2 days. So that's crazy. Another, like, these are all my member communities that I love, and all of them are asking questions. Like, they get direct access to me, so I answer to them extremely quickly. And yeah, so essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Classroom, and then what I'm gonna do is I will go to Blueprints, which all the sauce, it's in here. I'm gonna go to basically, I think, yeah, I already am in there. So what I'm gonna do is I have the tech industry. I already have it. So I'm just gonna copy this. These are all the pre-drafted prompts that we have here. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back right here, click on Entropic 3060, and I'm gonna use Sonnet, user, text. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna change the variables. So first name is going to be first name. Congrats on the recent acquisition of the. Oh, we forgot something else. So wait, let me do something. So before we do this, is we need a Claude module. So let me add a Claude module because we need to scrape the recent achievement or fundraising. So what I'm gonna do is let's do below is a scraped data from a website, retrieve retrieve the latest growth milestone acquisition of new tech. And then I'm just gonna remove this. Below is scraped data. Gonna put text right here. Output the result only with results only in a casual, in a two line max. Don't include any filler words. Use a casual tone, no frilly language. And click OK. Now let's see how this is gonna look. Click on link, and then we're just gonna run this entire thing end to end. And then let's see. Finding the email, we found the one, we're scraping the web page, HTML to text, we're creating a prompt, and then let's see. So the Hires program recently unveiled their new curriculum designed to tech critical mental wellness skills to students, educators, parents. The program aims to promote resilience, emotional maturity, and growth mindsets to address issues. Awesome. Clean name. Now Bill Lennon is cleaned, as you guys can see. And then Heart, which was, let me see how was the company name. Yeah, so Heart program. See, we removed this BS right here because they essentially people are in this community are people in this company name. They're not gonna speak. They're not gonna say, hey, like to their people to people that work there. Like they're not gonna speak to each other in the team. Like, well, I've sent you this document in the Heart team, you know. So it's just an extra layer of personalization. Now that we have this information, what we're going to do is first name client acquisition of congrats on I'm going to put this one. Looks like streamlining operation. So what is they are doing? So looks like upcoming. I'm just gonna move this. So what I'm gonna do? Congrats. I'm gonna go. I have an idea to connect with key decision makers. With basically what I'm gonna do, we key decision makers. Well, they're where they're basically. Okay, so I have an idea to connect with Dream ICP. Right when they're talking about pain points. Best way to do this is to basically mine job boards. Or let's do something like best way to do this. Let's go back to our pre-drafted AI. Oh, actually, we're using this one. So we're just going to put this right here. Best way to do this is remove this one here. Key decision maker, while they're focused on upcoming updates, top engagement queues could include. So let's just add this right here. So tech, products, launch, developer, job posts, and then let's do developer, let's see, industry conference. Awesome. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna remove this, and then I'm gonna go back, copy this one. You can even automate, and it's let's just do something like, and it's even crazier if you when you automate this, when you can do this automatically. SOT. And then let's do some fine tuning. So click on OK, and then I know this needs a little bit of fine tuning. So let's just see, first of all, the first results so I can know what to work with. Let's see. Oh yeah, we forgot to add the prompt right here. So let's add another prompt, and then let's look for it right here. Which is going to be, I believe, this one right here. Let's go back. I have so many prompts, guys. All right, so let's just go back here. And then what are we gonna do? We have to copy this one. And then what are we gonna do is we're gonna have to paste that in here. So you are conversational, concise writing assistant. Use the provided scraped data to retrieve ICP. Yes. Output with no text. So template is this one. Yeah. So let's just do top engagement 1, and then you're gonna see the results now. So you're gonna kind of like, you guys can see now like how my thought process changes whenever I'm building this sort of systems. So let's just go ahead and see. Okay, let's click on OK, and then let's just run once. Finding the email. Let's see what's gonna do. So, Bill, hi. Congrats on Hire's program recent expansion to provide mental wellness training for students, educators, and parents. This program, so I don't like this. Let's see. I don't like this one. And 1 line max. And then, congrats on retrieve dream ICP, scrape data, templates. Congrats on, and then we're gonna do, this is going to be boom, and then let's click OK, and then let's run once again. Let's see. Awesome. Bill, hi. Congrats on Hire's program launch of mental wellness training for students, educators, and parents to promote resilience and prevent burnout. So I don't like how this is long, but we're gonna fix this. So I have an idea to connect with key decision makers while they're focused on upcoming product updates. Top engagement cues could be discussing how hard skills-based security can support educators, highlighting Hire's practical strategies, sharing testimonials from educators. It's an exciting time, and I'd be happy to chat more how we could leverage this opportunity. Let me know if you have any availability this week. Now, I wanna fix a few things. So fill in the template below using placeholders. Don't only upload the completed email without additional text or formatting. So I think Claude is messing up because we have to add a little bit more tokens. So I'm just gonna put 6090. Oh yeah, we're using HiQ. Oh yeah. So Sonnet is the smartest one. So let's just go ahead, and for the prompt, I'm gonna put Sonnet. So as you guys can see, you're gonna see the difference now. Just because these models, it really depends on the model you're using, because some models are smarter than the other ones. So let me fix my camera. Okay. So let's see now. Hi Bill, congrats on the insightful employee wellness stats. The 61% burnout rate really jumped out at me. I have an idea to connect with educators and school administrators while they're discussing staff retention and mental health support. Top engagement cues could include teachers showing signs of burnout and overwhelm, schools implementing new wellness initiative, and districts calculating turnover costs. And it's even crazier when you can do this automatically. See guys, this is what I mean by scary AI personalization, and this is what I mean by pre-drafting in a specific email, right? Basically like a perfect email, and you're just filling out the variables. This is what I mean by scary AI personalization, and this is what I teach in my community. So let's go back right here, and then let's see. Now we have everything good. We're gonna name this create perfect email. And then awesome. Now what we're gonna do is add this to instantly by adding instantly right here. Add lead to a campaign. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you exactly how to connect to basically instantly. So once you sign up to instantly, make sure you get the hyper growth or the growth plan, depending on how many emails you want to send. So I'm just gonna log in, and then I'm gonna go to my campaign right here. I'm not gonna go to my. I'm just gonna use this my campaign, and then I don't have any leads right here. But before we do that, I'm gonna show you exactly how to connect your API key. So go back to settings, go to settings, click on integration, and then click on API key. Go back right here, click on add, and add this right here and paste it and click on save. Now I already have it, so I already done it. I'm gonna look for campaign ID, and then I'm gonna look for this account. Campaign ID is going to be basically my, no, not this one. Oh, it's actually a YouTube campaign. Let's go back. YouTube campaign, and then leads. I'm gonna delete all these. Click on delete. Go back right here. Lead email is going to be the lead email that we found. First name, last name, company name. Personalization is personalization right here, and then click OK. Name this lead to instantly to campaign, and then I'm gonna auto align this, save this, and then what I'm gonna do is I will click on run once, finding the email, scraping the web page, and then everything went well. So if I go back to instantly analytics, go back to instantly, we added the basically the lead right here. And then what I'm gonna do, go back to, oh, actually this is the new lead, so I had to refresh it again. So I have everything needed, and then there's something that we forgot to add. There's a mistake right here, so I can see the contacts. We has the still had the emoji, so that means I forgot to do something, which is first name and last name. I am going to, yeah, so I'm gonna put the results as last name, and I'm gonna split it, and I'm gonna explain to you why. So let me do it first, and I'm gonna explain to you why. So split this based off of a space, because there's a space right here. There's a space, so this is the space, and then I'm gonna get the second one. And again, first name is going to be getting the first one. Now, why I did this is because sometimes the last name, right, in here will have the emoji. Now, I only want the final results, right? The final results right here that we found. And then I'm just going to split it. Instead of just telling GPT to basically just output the first name, then the last name cleaned. So we're just using the same thing, and we're just splitting this. Awesome. So click OK. And then I'm gonna go back, delete this crappy name, not the guy, but the emoji. And then what I'm gonna do is run once. We're doing everything, finding the email, scraping the web page, HTML to text, and then let's go back. Awesome. So contact, now it's cleaned. Go back to sequences, add the personalization, it's already here. Bill, hi, congrats on seeing such growth concerning mental health stat among students. It really shows why high arts work is so important. I have an idea to connect with school administrators and counselors right when they're discussing student mental health challenges. Top engagement cues could include rising depression and anxiety rate in high schools. Whoa, I also included like reportings. Damn, like Claude is crazy. And it's even crazier, we can do this automatically through hearts preventing mental wellness training. This is like their clear offer. So yeah, like this is essentially money. Like this campaign, I just know this guy is going to reply, is going to get on a call. I'm going to pitch him, and I'm eventually going to close him in like a 5K deal. So yeah, guys, this is is there anything I should be doing? Yeah, no, I think that's it. So yeah, hope you found value in this video, guys. This is an end-to-end system that I would usually sell for $5,000 to $10,000, even $15,000 actually. It really depends on the scale of it. So hope you found value in this video. Thank you so much for the support lately, and I'll see you in the next video.